Jude Bellingham about to play in a Champions League final, and that is something that this man who's just joined us knows all about. Gareth Bale, a 5-time Champions League winner. We have reunited you with your former manager, Jose Mourinho, as well. Thank you so much for joining us. We just watched an interview there with Jude Bellingham. What are your thoughts as a Britishman who's went over there to Real Madrid and played in front of those fans and had great success there? What do you make of Jude's journey so far?
Yeah, no, it's been fantastic and great to see. I think I heard something earlier that he found a house very quickly, got settled, and it was, I think you hear all the stories, especially Michael Owen says that he struggled to adapt straight away, and it's important to get over there, get kind of stuck in, get straight into a house, get your routines going, and yeah, I think he's lucky that there's quite a lot of English speakers there as well, which is it does really help. And obviously Carlo being able to speak English was my manager when I went in. I had Paul Clemens as well, who's English, so, and I know Carlo's son Davide speaks perfect English as well, so yeah, all those things, it does really help settle you in, and you can see that's why he's performing so well on the pitch.
Bringing it forward to today, Gareth, you've been here, like you say, 5 times champion. How was preparation for you on these games? Did you try and make it as normal as possible, or did you do anything different? What was it like for you?
No, I always tried to keep it the same. It was stick to your same routines, eat the same food, do your same time nap.
Beans on toast?
Yeah, always. And it was hard to get it in Spain, I tell you.
Was you nervous? You obviously weren't.
Yeah, so I never really got nervous until just before kickoff, and then it would kind of, as soon as the game goes, first few minutes it goes. So
this was in your first Champions League final. You scored. Look how young you look there. Sure. That's one that we wanted to show you, and then this one, which against Liverpool, which must just be your favourite of all time.
Yeah, no, I actually haven't seen it for a while, and
don't lie, you're on YouTube all the time with a kid channel.
Live on TV. My son always asks, because his friends now are into football, he's at that age, and yeah, they're always like saying stuff when I go in school, so we have a bit of a joke around it. So my son still doesn't believe I'm any good. So
one question I've got for you is that obviously everyone always says Cristiano, but outside of him, when you played it, who was the best player you played with?
There were so many. Like Modric for me was just controlled the game. But then the same with Cruz. Xabi Alonso was here when I came, Karim. So
people that provide goals for you, that's what you like, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. So we pretty much had a world-class player in every position when I got here, and it was a very experienced team when I got here. It's kind of like the last piece of the jigsaw I was, so it's kind of the last one in. And yeah, it was just a team full of superstars, really.
I've got to ask you your thoughts on Toni Kroos as he plays his last club football game tonight, and it will be an emotional time for him and his teammates, his manager as well. Just your thoughts on him as a professional.
Yeah, knowing Tony, he will not be thinking about that at all tonight. He's one of those quietly confident, loves to show his ability kind of people. But yeah, it'll be great to see him tonight. He deserves to go out on a high. What a career, what a player. But most importantly, he's a very, very, very nice guy.
Jose, I know you eventually managed to manage Gareth at Tottenham, but you just missed him at Real Madrid. Is he a player that you would have liked to manage in Spain?
Look, his team at Real Madrid, the first team, was my team with him and Toni Kroos. So the team was good, the team was strong, the team was very close to win the Champions League. Now these two guys come, Carlo come, the puzzle was perfect, and they did it. And then the history changed, and they went to a period where Real Madrid is being amazingly dominant.
Jose, players like this, like Gareth, who are superstars, the Cristianos when you managed them, Benzema's, etc. Do you manage them differently to the top players, good players, but these are special? Is there a different way to manage these guys, or are they all the same?
No, because all of them in that dressing room are basically the same. You know, I had Real Madrid, Benzema, Higuaín, Ronaldo, Ozil, Luka Modric, Di Maria, Sergio Ramos, Iker Casillas. So the problem is that you have to persuade them in the right way to accept that the team is more important than their egos. And there is a puzzle to be built, and then that puzzle is going to win titles for them and for the club. It's just that. The moment they accept the rules, you know, and I think Carlo Ancelotti, with this experience, is the perfect guy to be with these boys now. You know, you organize, you give them freedom, you trust the talent, you create empathy, you take the cup, you go home.
how special a player, this is a question to both of you, perhaps you first, Vinicius Jr, and how good could he be tonight for Real Madrid?
Yeah, no, I was obviously here when he first came, and he was very raw, very unpredictable, and you've just seen his improvement through the years. I was obviously been doing a lot leading up to the final, and I was saying he, for me, is the danger man tonight. I think his performances in the semi-final is so direct, so willing to take players on, and he makes the other team drop, makes them scared, which creates the space then for Tony and Luka to push up. So yeah, I think Vinicius he's been fantastic. He's got better and better, and now his final product's getting a lot better as well.
It shows you how far he's come. When he first came, people were doubting him at times, but in the last 3 seasons, the most goal involvements out of any player in the Champions League. It tells you this guy's playing tip-top of his game. You would love to have managed him, no?
Yes, he's the kind of player that I love. But to be honest, I think Carlo was a fantastic influence for him.
Yeah.
He was getting in front of the goal, but he was not cool. It looks like, you know, he was not in love with goal. And certainly Carlo found a way. And when Karim left and Real Madrid lost a reference as a target man, because for many years players like Karim, like Higuain before, even Cristiano sometimes, Carlo found the perfect way for Vinicius and also for Bellingham. Because Bellingham, with his qualities, he can play number 8, he can play number 6. Carlo starts playing with a diamond, with a very mobile diamond, with Bellingham in a perfect position to feel free. Instead of being box to box, he's half box to box, and he's scoring so many goals. And then Vinicius, it looks like the goal become wider for him. And also, Carlo did an amazing job. Silence, calm, empathic.
Just before we go, what was he like to being managed by him?
That was not football. COVID, empty stadium.
Yeah,
that was not football.
It was difficult. It was difficult, but
it was not football.
No,
By the way,
it was very. That's why I started drinking coffee, to get that adrenaline going, genuine. But no, I loved working with Jose, and it was a pleasure. Something I always wanted to do was to work with him, and yeah, it was only for a short period of time. It was the end of my career, maybe obviously not in my prime, but the relationship we had was very good, and yeah, it was. I loved working with him. Yeah.
At that time, he was already thinking about winning Augusta. He wanted to win Augusta.
Playing Augusta, maybe, but not winning.
Right, Gareth, thank you so much. It was just a pleasure having you here. Thank you. Enjoy the game tonight as well. I imagine you're not going past anything other than a Real Madrid win.
Yeah, I can't see too much. There's too much experience, there's too much youth. They have all that in abundance. So yeah, I fancy them fully.
Thank you, Gareth. Enjoy the game. Thank you so much. Okay, let's hand you back up to Reshman.